Hello Internet. Today we're going to be making time lapses, which have many uses, whatever you can really think of to use it for. And here are some examples that I made. Alright, so as you can see, they have a lot of uses, and you can pretty much do it for anything that you can think would look really cool, sped up really fast. Like in Mythbusters, when they're making a big project or something, they film them making it and then they just speed it up. That looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like an ant moving really fast. Um, so just pretty much, I like clouds because it's easy to do. You can just look up in the sky, hey, that cloud looks cool, and then just start filming. But what you need to do if you're gonna make a time lapse is you need to probably get like a tripod and just set it up and film for an extended period of time. If you have, like with me, I have a Kodak camera and the battery life is about an hour and a half, and I have an 8 gig SD card, so I get about an hour 20, hour 30 minute videos. So they're pretty good. I usually like to make them about like 10 seconds overall. So we're going to import some footage. I have this file. I took this a couple days ago. And the reason it's two files is because that's just how it saved it. It was too big to save as one file, so I guess the camera just did that. So we really don't need the audio. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end. We're going to hit Control, hold it down, and you'll get the squiggly line. And then just click and drag it as far left as it'll go. And it was like over here, now it's here. 16 minutes. So it just compressed it 4 times. So now it's 4 times faster. So you click in the video again, and go to Insert, Video Envelopes, whatever, Event Velocity. The green line pops up, and that's the speed of the video. So you can move it down here. Now it goes backwards since it's in the negative, and that, where is it? 100%, that's normal. So we're going to drag it up to 300, which is 3 times. So it divides it into thirds. If you can see these little notches right here, that's when the video starts playing back. So we're just going to drag it to the first notch, and now the whole thing was over here, now it's at 5 minutes. So that's a pretty big impression. Or compression. Yeah, there you go. Compression. It's not like we're trying to impress the videos or anything. Okay, so now we're going to take the second part. Again, don't need the audio. Do the same thing. Hold Control, drag it, click on it, insert event velocity, drag it all the way up, and now it's right here. So it was an hour and 45-minute video, and after one thing it's 8 minutes and 47 seconds. So then what you want to do is render. I usually render it as the date and then part 1. So it'd be 6/23/10 part 1. And I use Sony AVC, and I have a custom template. If you want to copy this down or whatever, like duplicate the settings for your own video, you can probably just pause it here. I think I left the audio the same. and the project you want to just do best, and then you're just going to click save. I already did it, so cancel, and then I'm just going to import that part 1, and it is right here. So you're just going to delete this. This is after you render it, which this one took me 3 hours and 15 minutes, so it's going to take a while. Just drag it in and do the same thing. Delete the audio, drag it down, click in it, event velocity, and drag it up. So now, oh, that bar is in the way. Now it is 51 seconds. So you're going to do the same thing, render it, and save it as part 2. So bring in part 2. Again, I already did this. And I think for that one took 18 minutes, I believe. And like I said, I normally do 10 seconds, but since this was a larger video, I think I'm going to go to 15. So just zoom in on it, get it to the 15 mark, and for some reason it's not. So we'll just do 15:01. And for this, when you're trying to get a precise time, I usually insert a video or an event velocity first, and then just drag it to the first notch, and then I hold control and then compress it. So that's where I want it, 15 seconds. So file, render as. I will just overwrite this part 3 because I did it in 10 seconds already and it was fast, so I'm just going to overwrite it. So save, yes. And so this will probably take a little bit to render, so I'm just going to pause it here and resume shortly. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, it took 2 minutes and 31 seconds, so not too long of a period of time. Man, I can't talk today. Things just stumbling out. Alright, so part 3, that's what we just rendered. Uh-oh, wrong thing. Import part 3. Delete that. Drag it in here. Okay, now this is just the final touches, sort of. You're going to go to video effects. I like to do, you can pretty much do whatever you want to it, but this is just what I like to do. Color curves, and just kind of add a little bit more contrast, make the whites a little whiter and the blues a little darker, just so it sticks out a little more. The whites like pop out. And color corrector, and as you can see, like right here, you just drag it to the blue, it makes the blue bluer. You can change it whatever you want, but you don't want to overdo it like that because clouds or the sky usually isn't that blue. So kind of just add a little bit like that. And I usually don't mess with these because then it turns the clouds colors, and clouds usually aren't purple. So you can add a little bit of saturation, not too much because then it looks bad. Unless that's what you're going for, like a different color clouds. But for this, just a little bit. Gamma, just bring it down a little bit usually. And a little bit with the gain. And then that's pretty much it. Then you just render it again. And I'm going to do the final. I just do final. Save and overwrite it. That is pretty much it. That's how you make a time lapse. Like I said, you can do whatever you want with it. You record whatever you want. So if this helped you, if you make one, we'll leave it as a video response and I'll check it out. Maybe you can give me some good ideas too. But this has been Zach from Wave Riders 14, and see you later. Thanks for watching.